Hello, my valuable friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Titivik, and today we're going to talk about how to heal after a breakup, how to get over a breakup, and how to start believing in love again. Let me tell you that you can book one-to-one private consultation with me, and you can read my books or you can order my online courses. There is a beautiful website that I have. First point, the hardest point, is to understand what is the actual reason of a breakup? It's so funny how some people break up and they don't actually know what was the reason. If you don't know the reason or the real cause of something, you will not be able to close that chapter. Because in your mind, you don't have a closure. And by reason, I mean that you have to sit down and think, so what is the reason for me to not be with this person anymore? There could be different reasons. Maybe you want kids and they don't want kids. Maybe you want commitments and they don't want commitment. Maybe they don't like you. Maybe they don't love you anymore, which I personally think that is a lie. If you love someone, you will love them till the end of your life. I have people that I don't talk with, I'm not in relationship with, but I still love them. I will love them always. I will want them the best always. It doesn't matter if I see them or talk to them. My love doesn't change. I am a very particular person. I'm very unchangeable. I'm very unforgettable. If you met me once, you will never forget about me. This is how I treat people. So, whatever the reason is, understand that this is the reason of my breakup. But now, because I know the truth and the reason, I have actually something to hold on to. So if the breakup reason is because of the fights, because of abuse, because of something torturing you physically or emotionally, that's a very solid reason. What we want to do in this first step is to establish boundaries between solid reasons that are very high weight, which means a lot and they're actually the truth, and we want to understand maybe the reason was actually very light and unnecessary. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding. Maybe I just need to text them or call them and actually explain that I'm sorry. I was not, I didn't mean that. Let's try again. Sometimes the reasons are very, very solid. It means you cannot go back to this person. The reason is so valid. The reason is so solid and so strong and has such a weight that you have to run, save for your life. If there was abuse, if they did something to your child, if they emotionally torture you or physically, doesn't matter. That's a solid reason. It means I'm not ever going to go back to that situation. But for example, if you went to the restaurant and then a man become jealous that you spoke with someone, that's a little jealousy maybe issue, which I personally think that if a man is confident in himself, he's not going to be jealous. Me, I don't have jealousy. I don't even know how it feels. I don't have envy. I don't have jealousy. You want to talk with someone? Talk with someone. You don't want to talk, then what's the point? I don't control any man that I date. It's just not in my nature. But imagine you went to the restaurant and something minor happened and you had a misunderstanding and now it's like, okay, break up. That's not worth solid reason. If I'm your lawyer, I will say this is not a solid reason. You can just sit down, talk out, like have a tea, have a piece of cake if that makes you happy, and talk about it. That I'm sorry if I made you jealous because of my behavior, because of what I was wearing, because how I was, presenting myself. Let me see what I can do next time to not cause these emotions in you. If a man is very important for me, I will talk with him. I will do a step to make sure that I do the best that is dependent on me to solve the situation. If the reason is very minor, light, and not solid, that's not the reason for breaking up. The reason I'm telling you this all as in a number one is that if you have a solid reason, we understand, okay, then the breakup is valid. But if you don't have a solid reason, you don't even need to watch this video until the end. You need to contact that person and say, I was wrong. Our ego is so big that we can't say I was wrong. We can't say I'm sorry. I can, I've done it before. I called and I texted. Doesn't matter if it's friendship or romantic relationship or work situationship. I will be the one who will say, I'm sorry. Did I do something to offend you? Do you want me to change something? I'm very adaptable because I'm so confident in myself. You can't shake me. I know who I am. And that's why I value people in my life. If you want to go, I can't hold you. But if we had a little misunderstanding, I'm going to make a step and come towards you. Say, is there anything I can explain? Is there anything I can do to make you happier? If you don't like this, I won't ever do it. I had situations in my life where I was speaking with a man and he liked something. I said, if you don't like it, I will never do it again. Because me getting to know you, being with you, is way more important than something little. And if I wear something and they don't like, I said, tell me if you don't like, I can go and change. I have other 100 dresses. Trust me, I'm sure there will be dress that you like. And women are very big-headed. No, I'm going to wear what I want. You can't do that. You can't do that if you're in a relationship. If I'm going out with a man and it's the man that I value and cherish in my heart, if he says, I don't really like that dress, I'm never going to insist to wear that dress because my relationship with him is more important than the argument. And I have multiple dresses I can change. And I can tell him, okay, let's go shopping. Buy me the dress that you like. I will gladly wear, honey, what you want. If you don't like any dresses I have. But I will adjust. Nowadays, we can't even talk it out. We are so self-centered that the pride is so high. By the way, pride is a sin. Is so high that me, apologize, never. Okay, then stay alone. Go in your house, go upstairs, and sit down on your bed or lay down and sleep alone because you can't apologize. So what I wanted to do is to actually change your mind. If you had a minor misunderstanding and you know that something can be fixed, then don't break it off. Go and talk about this with a person. If everything is solid, if nothing can be fixed, then you have to understand, okay, my reason is solid. That is number one. Actually, this is the primarily core where I'm making this video, to open people's eyes that breakup sometimes is very minor. And you don't need to actually break up with a person, but you can actually solve the situation if you talk it out. Solve the situation if you put your ego a little bit down and become more loving as a person. Now, number two, imagine that the breakup is okay, inevitable, and everything is over between you. What people tend to do is that they go into denial. I've done it before too. I'm like, no, he'll come back. No, he'll text me. No, everything will be fine. Denial. Like, I'm still looking at the photos. I'm still like listening to the voice notes. I'm still hoping for him to come back. Denial. Second step is actually to allow the grief. Allow it. Soak in the grief. This is so tasty. My tears, oh, so tasty. This is amazing. This is such a juicy experience to just cry my eyes that they hurt. Try it. It helps. I remember when I met a guy, seems like a, guy of my dream. He really was. I will never forget that man. And I remember he just decided to disappear without any explanation. And there was nothing wrong. I never argued with him. I never did anything wrong. And I could not understand why. So I went into denial. Whatever I'm teaching, trust me, I've been through. And I went to denial thinking, no, this is just in my mind. And because I went to the denial for a couple of weeks, I couldn't grieve because I was holding myself from grieving. But if I could allow myself to grieve, that will actually heal me faster. So what I want to tell you now, that don't numb yourself, don't pretend that breakup didn't happen. But right now, you can even turn the video off or put me on a pause and start crying reverse. If you want, you can turn the shower as well, so it motivates you to cry. You can open the, open all the water supplies, let the water make you cry. It's like a therapy, you go stand under the shower and you cry. It's amazing. I'm laughing now because I've done it. Or take a bath and feel sorry for yourself and just take a bath and cry. It's an amazing feeling. Just make sure you put nice rose leaves, nice lovely candles, make sure it's beautiful. But cry. And imagine you're in your own movie. You can even record, how you're crying, like sad movie, and then put the background music, when the main actor is crying in a shower, and then it's all dramatic, Do it. Really do it. Record a movie of you, in drama, in grief. How you walk in a park and then there is a camera, how you're walking and you're crying, The reason I'm telling you is that this is going to help you. I want you to soak in your sadness. Because we don't allow ourselves to experience emotions, we cannot move on. We are stuck. The body is very sensitive, actually. It's like a little baby. When you don't allow the emotions to come out of you, you cannot heal. You can't heal. You have to feel whatever is bothering you. You're angry with them. Why did they leave me? Okay, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to hit the pillow and I'm saying, whatever you want to say, how did he do this? Why did he do it? Whatever, you're angry. Allow yourself to be angry. Then you're sad. Oh my God, I was thinking this is my soulmate. I'm going to marry him. Like, why on earth? Do that. And then laugh if that makes you feel better. Shout if that makes you better. And what I did is that when I was holding it, it was not helping me. So then I started watching all these beautiful pictures of couples, and then I realized that actually I had feelings for this person. And now I'm devastated that I don't have them anymore. Not the feelings, but that I don't have the person. And I thought, this is amazing. I had feelings for a man. This is amazing. It means I'm real. It means that I'm alive. It means that I am true to myself, that I allowed myself to show love, to show care, to show appreciation, to show support to that person. And it didn't matter for me if I will see him or not. It was the most important revelation I got, that I am real and I can feel things. And if I'm sad right now, I have to have the deepest respect towards my body and say, "You baby, you're sad? Come here, I'll cuddle you. Let's sad. Let's be sad. Let's cry. Oh, really? It happens. I'm so sorry that happened to you." And I'm like, "Yeah, and like this and how?" Like, and I start talking like a baby. And that healed me. And that will heal you. I want you to cry. And you don't need to even cry alone. You can cuddle with your teddy bear. You can go to your mom or dad or sister or brother or best friend or a nephew and whatever you have. But if you don't have anyone, cuddle your big teddy bear. That's why I always have my big teddy bear. If I need and I'm alone, I can, he's my go-to person. And I love that. And I can cry as much as I want, and teddy bear is not judging me. And the teddy bear is not going to judge you. Just make sure it's a nice one so you can snuggle. So what I want you to do is really allow and let yourself to cry. Right now you just say, I allow myself to grieve. And I'm going to start grieving. And I'm going to be sad. And I'm going to be angry. And I'm going to be crying. I'm allowing it. If I get it out of my chest, out of my system, out of my shoulders, then I will be free. If you're carrying the weight on your shoulders, no wonder your shoulder hurt. It's so nice to put that weight off your shoulders. So this is the second practical step, I would say, that allow yourself to grieve. The third step I will say to you is that breakup has to make someone influential out of you. And I will explain. The third point is that you need to focus on specific passion. It could be a project, it could be improvement of your house, improvement of beautifying your space. It could be that you're going and buying plants, you are creating little things with your hands, you are finding the new way how you can style your hair, or you're going to get a new haircut. You're reinventing yourself. You are creating maybe writing a book, maybe you're starting a new hobby, maybe you're going for the dance lessons. But the breakup has to make up you as a new person, as something new in your life, as something different in your life. If you break up with a person and you became worse, that means you didn't pass the test. You didn't pass the test. When it happened to me, do you know what happened to me? I glue, like, glowing up. So I glue and become so beautiful, so radiant. My glowing skin was like my skin improved because I allowed myself to grieve. And then I was like, okay, let me work on my skin. Of course I was missing sleep. Of course I was not eating. Of course I was not resting, because I was torturing my body until I understand, okay, I don't need to actually suffer. I can make something out of myself. And I did. And I'm telling you exactly what I have been through. I'm not talking about something I watched a video, I read a book. No, this is my own knowledge. You know, my videos are very specific and they're very authentic. I don't lie, I don't pretend. I don't copycat anyone. I don't, because I'm very influential by myself. I'm very confident and I'm full of my own authentic knowledge. And what I would suggest you is to really choose something to work on. I remember when I had a breakup, I chose that my breakup is going to make me someone that I've never been before. And I'm going to do things that I've never done before. And I was focusing on myself. Every weekend, I was promising myself that I'm going to take myself out to the beautiful dinner, to the beautiful restaurant, to the beautiful lounge. Maybe it's a lounge in a hotel. Maybe it's a beautiful restaurant with the live music. I was going out. I was going shopping. I was improving my wardrobe. My body didn't go worse. It became better. My sport was on fleek. I was doing my exercise. I was doing my exercise outside in outside gym where I could see the sky and I would look at that radiance of those huge, gigantic clouds. And I will just exercise and I will be saying, God, thank you for making this such a beautiful this that I can see, that I have hands, that I can see vision. I have vision. You know, I read somewhere, they said, today you open two gifts, your eyes. I love that. You open two gifts, your eyes. You can see. Breakup? I don't care. I can see. I love having fun. So make someone influential out of you and focus on your passion. I am lucky that I have my passion. So even when I had a breakup, I was working on my passion. I was working on myself. I was helping people. I was working with girls. I was spending time with my girlfriends. I was going out. Of course I was sad. Of course I wanted to see that person. I wanted to snuggle. I wanted to hug. I wanted to look in his eyes. But if the person doesn't want, what can I do? How can I force someone, you have to be with me, with a gun, with two dogs? Go to his house. You have to be with me. I'm a princess. You don't know? I don't do those kind of things. And what I'm most of all happy to share with you is that when you do this, when you improve your own self, something changes in you. Because it means that the breakup time you didn't use to become worse, to degrade, to lose, to put weight, but actually you lost weight. You grew as a person. You evolve as a person. So now the next person that will meet me, I'm different, I'm better. Not even, I would not say even better, I would say just improved version. You know, it's like when you have a Rolls Royce, it's not that one Rolls Royce is better than another. It's not, it doesn't work like that. Rolls Royce is classic. The same is, you know, with the Porsche, for example, they say by statistics, 2/3 of any Porsche that ever has been created is still up and running on the roads. 2/3. That's a very big amount since the time that they were created. That means that car is very valuable, very, very good quality. But it doesn't mean that 10 years ago Porsche is worse than the Porsche now. It doesn't mean like that. It's just the improved version. And there's nothing wrong with a 10-year-old, car. It's just an improved version. So now you have your own improved version. Who am I now? Where am I going now? What type of dresses I wear now? How do I sit now? How do I talk now? Oh, my hair has become longer while I, was healing myself. My nails are longer. My eyelashes are growing nice. I'm happy. My skin is improving. I'm using my vitamins, my supplements. I have a beautiful body. My waist is smaller. I exercise more. I beautify my space. I went and I got more candles. I got myself beautiful decors for the house, beautiful new mirrors. Oh, flowers, of course. I always have flowers around me. This is what I'm doing throughout the breakup. Not instead of becoming a princess, becoming a peasant. No. Instead of becoming a prince, becoming a peasant. No, I don't have time for that. I'm becoming someone influential for myself in my own life. So what are your passions? What are your hobbies? What is that you love doing? Breakup is a perfect start for that. I know how many people who went through the breakup and we had one-to-one consultations and they established businesses. They opened channels. They wrote books. Breakup can make you up. So use that. Earn money. Use your breakup to evolve, not to degrade. Now, what I want to tell you is a very important point in here. So we found a reason. We allowed ourselves to grieve. We worked on ourselves and we found our passion. The next tip, and I would say this is one of the last tips, but it's very cute tip, I would say, is that don't look at that person who you broke up with as an enemy, as someone like, how could you do this to me? But actually look at that person as someone like your friend. Don't say, I never actually use this word ex. I don't use this. That's like, what is that? It's so unvaluable word. It's so small. I can say a previous man I was dating, but I will not say ex because that means that person doesn't have value. They don't even make a beautiful word for that. I would not even say that. I would say a friend. He was my friend. I could be with him who I am. I could be vulnerable. I could be open. I could be just who I am. He was my friend. It's okay. It was a man, but it was my friend. So he's not my ex. He's not my enemy. He's not someone I'm angry with. He's not evil. He is my friend. And this, if you can think like that, that the person I was dating with, the breakup that happened, he was my friend, that actually the pressure and the heartbreak becomes very, very soft and it's like a velvet touch instead of leather, you know? It's very velvety, like a soft, silky touch. Oh, it was my friend. I didn't lose my soulmate or my husband, future husband, but it was just my friend. Actually, I lost a friend. I could be so authentic with him and now we don't talk anymore. So it hurts because he was my friend. I lost a friend. But it's okay. And in here, why I say it's cute is because it will make you feel cute. It will make you feel girly. Or like if you're a man, it will make you feel like a boyish. It will remove that pressure of this, I'm adult, I'm going to hate them all my life. This is evil. If I see you, you know what I'm going to do? No, I'm going to do nothing. I didn't lurk on their social media. I didn't go where he works. I know where he works. He didn't tell me, but I know. I don't go where he lives. He didn't tell me, but I know. I don't follow his car. I know the number plate. I don't do all those things because that is shallow. I'm not shallow. I don't do those things because it's just not me. I let the people go. I don't force them to be with me. Breakup, the only healing you can find is when you understand who you are. Not what happened to you, but who you are. Who are you inside? You can do anything to me. You can leave me. You can never talk to me, but I will never chase you. I will never bombard you with calls or messages. I will never text you anything negative. Because I think you were my friend when I was dating you, I was with you, or even in friendship. Friendship also have breakups. I always say that I gave you the most of me. I gave you the love. I gave you the care. So this is what I want you to understand, that become with that person that you were with, just a friend. It doesn't mean that you need to be friends with that person now, but in your mind, think about them as this was my friend. Don't talk with them. You don't need to be close off again. No. But in your mind, this is not an ex. This is a friend that you had loving feelings towards. And what I want you to know as this last point before we summarize is that you have to believe in love. No matter what happened into your life, no matter what and who comes and goes off of your life, you should never stop believing in love. You should never give up on love. Just because something didn't work out in the past, do you think it's going to hold me down? It's going to stop me? Actually, no. After the breakup experience that I had in my life, I actually started believing in love more than ever before. More than ever before. My heart became more open because I was doing a lot of healing work on myself. I was not blaming that person. I sent them a thank you voice note saying, thank you for everything you've done for me, for every little kiss, for every little touch, for every little hug, for every time when you brought me flowers, for every time you took me out to the beautiful restaurants, for every time listening to me, looking in my eyes, telling me that I'm beautiful, for every little thing you did to me to protect me, to buy me little things that I didn't know that I need, to getting me something small. For everything, I thank them with the genuine feelings, not thank you. Genuinely, I said thank you for every little kiss. And I said all the list for all your support, for all your help, for your masculinity. I thank them because I owe a thank you to the person. And when I did it, it felt amazing because I wanted them to know that I'm thankful. I wanted them to know that I will never forget them. And this is how you heal a heartbreak. You heal a heartbreak in a human way, not beating people, not cursing people out, not being evil, not closing your heart, but in a human, decent, loving way. Can you heal like this? And what I want you to do is to just think about that person in a positive light. Don't wish them worse things. Say, I wish you the light. I wish you the love. You deserve happiness and I deserve happiness. This is all you need to think about them when you think about them. And stop torturing yourself. Allow yourself to move on and find and meet and attract the person that is right for you, who will love you, who will value you, because you are valuable and you're worthy of very loving and healthy relationships. Now, let's summarize one more time. To heal from the heartbreak, first of all, understand what is the real reason. If it's a solid reason and cannot be undone, then you can let it go. If it's a reason that maybe was a small misunderstanding, then you can talk it out and solve the situation. Number two, you allow yourself to grieve. You allow yourself to be sad and to cry and feel emotions, because it means that you respect yourself. If you allow yourself to feel sadness, then it's more likely that the happiness will come and step in, because you pour out of yourself the sadness, and when it's done, it's leaked out, then there is nothing else than joy and peace. So allow yourself to feel negative emotions, which I don't think anything is negative, but maybe more sad emotions, so you can reach towards the happy emotions. The third point, we were talking that you need to reinvent yourself and establish something and someone influential of yourself. So it can be a hobby, it can be a passion, it could be a business that you open, whatever makes you happy, but make something of your breakup. You can write a book, you can write a poem, you can draw a painting, but do something with your life. Do not become worse, but become better with your body, with your looks, with your femininity, or if you're a man, with your masculinity. Become and go up, higher, not lower, higher, even more higher. I did like 4 steps jump. But it's a personal power. It talks about how powerful I am inside, that nothing can break me, that actually it pushed me higher than I ever could with myself. And lastly, we discussed that you need to love this moment that happened, whatever happened, that you gave your love, and remember that person as a friend, not an enemy or an ex, just a friend that you loved. And it didn't work out, but I still send you love, I still send you light, I want you to be happy, and I want me to be happy. And in this point, we also discussed that when you think about them as a friend with the loving thoughts, you also allow yourself to believe in love again. You're not broken. You believe in love actually more than before, because now you've experienced it. So now I want more. You know, when you sit down in a Rolls Royce, try it. After that, it's very hard to go to the simple car. It's like, where is my Rolls Royce? So when you experience luxury, you can't go backwards. So when you experience love, now open your heart even more towards love. I know it's possible for you. And I wish you that. If you need my help, I'm here to help you. But know that you're very powerful and you can heal yourself. You can pray to God, you can come contact me, you can go to some therapist if you would like, you can read books, but you are powerful and you can heal yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to smile today and enjoy your life.